How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we are just under 15,000th place in the world. Start of the new season, and we're going to be using the most overpowered, the most successful, highly rated attack strategies on some of these crazy bases. So, which strategies are we talking about? Well, that depends entirely on the base, right? You can mix it up as much as you want, but it all depends on the base. So, on this first stage, right off the bat, I gotta say, I like it for cannon cards. There are, in fact, 0 defenses that outrange the cannon cards. Isn't that kind of crazy? So, just to emphasize this, I'm gonna use 5 cannon cards and then some barbarians to test for traps, just because. So, let's get our battle chopper working down south, and then let's set up these cannons. Make sure they are not in range of anything. We'll test for some traps. Thought there might be some traps near the town hall. Builder hall. Pardon me. But there was not. Alright, so. There's 0 defenses that outrange our cannon cards. And so far we've hit no traps. We find a Tesla down south. That's perfect. Finding one Tesla is fantastic. We want to try and find them all if we can. Typically, if you are on the hunt for Teslas, you need to get over 50% destruction. So we just got over 50%, and there are no more traps. Perfect. So when you're using a bunch of cannon cards, you do want to try and focus and make sure they're all firing at all times. If they take a little bit of a break, that's fine. But ideally, if you can kind of spot when one of them is going to get done shooting, that is really, really good. So we do want to stay out of range of the Mega Tesla, because that thing is very scary. Looks like the 3, I'm just going to let 3 chill there. I know I said you want him to attack stuff always, but 3 is going to try to attack through a wall, and we don't need him to do that. We'd rather just let him sit there, not hit any traps, because we know we're going to make it. And look at that, like, Venn diagram of cannon carts. That was pretty funny. It's like a star. So, we only ended up losing 1 barbarian and our battle chopper. Pretty awesome. So now we've got 3 defenses that outrange our cannon carts, right? So, biggest thing, though, is that we want to clear the path for our battle machine. As much as we want to take out this lava launcher, giant cannon, and multi-mortar, more importantly, we want to take out the cannon and the double cannons so that our battle machine can just go absolutely ham on this base. Now we do want to stay out of range of a lot of these defenses. We also don't want a time fail, so you may see me putting some additional cannon carts down without much explanation, but we are trying to get them in range of those corner cannons while staying out of range of all the defenses that can hurt the cannon carts. Now once this double cannon goes down, I think we start the battle machine on the bottom side of the base. We'll send in 1 of the baby dragons. Take out all those zappies. Should be looking pretty good here, folks. Most everything is working. I do want to take out this lava launcher. That pesky lava launcher poison. Oh, whoa, we got some Teslas popping. Very good. Almost moved number 6, but somehow it was in the exact same spot. So now the zappies are coming out. Always like to save 1 baby dragon, take care of the zappies. Just seems to always be the most effective way to get them taken care of. Now we've got our last firecracker going down, and we're going to get some chain value onto the giant cannon and the multi-mortar. Send our last baby dragon, take out the last thing, and we can turn all these cannon carts onto mobile mode. Send in our 3 barbarians, and we take out the last crusher. Very nice 6-star attack. So we'll try and force one of the other strongest strategies. So we did the cannon carts. Now let's see, we've got a little bit of a weaker air base, right? We've got 1 arch tower being upgraded and 1 Tesla being upgraded. So this looks like a prime example, or a prime base, to example the dropships and beta minions. So What you're looking with this strategy is how can you send in 3 dropships in an area and get maximum splash value. That is always the goal. So, big threats are air bombs and Mega Tesla. But if we send in 3 from this bottom side, we should splash onto that air bombs. I like it. And I mean, technically, we don't have to send in all 3, right? And then we do also want to take out the roaster. So I think the battle chopper down south will eventually take out that roaster. And I think 1 dropship, a little bit of a delay, 2nd dropship onto the Mega Tesla, 1 more dropship right onto the air bombs, and then 1 more dropship onto the arch tower, and beta minions all around in an arc. Should be pretty good. We want to push all those dropships and minions into the base. So we'll do that, a little bit of a delay. Another one over there, another one over there. Need the first ability, need the second ability, and the third ability. And that entire section is going down. So now we've got 2 relatively healthy dropships without an ability. And we've got our battle chopper doing pretty good here. We're finding lots of bombs, which actually is great if the battle chopper finds them. Because we want to try and have as many minions stay alive as possible. And if we can keep some dropships alive, that is actually fantastic. Because a lot of times the firecrackers are on the 2nd stage, right? Like usually 3, 4, sometimes all 5 of them. Dropships actually do really well versus firecrackers. Because the firecrackers don't do a whole lot of damage, so a lot of times they can tank, have the skeletons take out the firecrackers, and sometimes even just 1 ability from 1 dropship can take out a firecracker. It's kind of crazy. So let's see here. When you get to the 2nd stage, you want to really focus on keeping your battle copter alive. So how do we take out some of these firecrackers? Well, what I see here is that these firecrackers can be directly targeted by baby dragons. They'll get excellent splash value. So let's send the battle chopper in down south. We want it to kind of 1v1 this firecracker at the very bottom of the base. We'll prep these firecrackers with our baby dragons, like so. Ooh, okay, we hit a little bit of a snag, but that's fine. Luckily, both the firecrackers were locked onto the first one, so we're able to take those firecrackers out. So now there's only 3 firecrackers left. We are tanking that one down south, so now we'll send in our other 2 drop ships, I think to this other firecracker, as well as some minions. And we'll take out that whole side of the base. And our battle chopper is fully healthy. We take out that barbarian. Still have 1 dropship ability, which is awesome. We'll probably use it on that last firecracker. Or we might even try to use it to try and take out some of the zappies, right? So let's use it right now. Boom. I think it took out maybe 1 or 2 of the zappies. But as you can see here, we've got, 4 minions, a dropship, a full health battlecopter, and this base is crushed. All because there was that 1 arch tower upgrading and that Tesla upgrading. Big thing with that Tesla upgrading is it showed its location, right? So we didn't have to guess where all the Teslas were. We knew one was right there. And we knew we would path our dropships around it. So let's see if we can find a base for the 3rd strategy. I believe it is Pekka's myself, the 3rd best strategy. It varies on base to base. So let's see, are we getting attacked yet? We are getting attacked, and so far on the defense we got 1 6-star, 1 fail, which is perfect. Okay, we've got a little bit of an upgrading base, so it could potentially work. It is the last attack of the video, and so we are kind of forced to use Pekka's. I'm not the greatest with them, but I shall try. Typically, you want to send in 1 giant if there's like a really clustered area of defenses. If not, you can get away with bringing a 2nd bomber. Also want to look for really good battlecopter value. Like up top here, there's really nothing that can stop our battlecopter. So we're going to let the battlecopter take out that double cannon, the crusher. Might even take out this lowered arch tower or the giant cannon. That will be huge. And then we can focus the rest of our Pekkas down south here. Very important that with using Pekkas, you open the core of the base. If you don't open the core of the base, you're going to get stuck on walls, or the Pekkas are going to circle around. So hopefully this will work out. One of the things you can also use with the Pekka strategy when you're using bombers is to use the bomber abilities early if they are on high hit point buildings. Because sometimes they will get stuck on them and they will open up the base very nicely. So we got the one Pekka working on the guard post troops, and he should circle around the right hand side of the base. We've got number 5 we can activate here. We use 4 and 3 abilities. We do also have to look at the Crusher. Use a Pekka ability, take that one out. We'll use number 1. Oh man, maybe should have waited for the ability or an auto attack perhaps. Oh no, our bomber's getting hit by the ground expo, so not the greatest with Pekkas. Like I've said in other videos, a little bit of a shame, but we have 1 bomber remaining. I mean, that's something. It can perhaps take out a corner building. But this is where I don't like Pekkas, because ideally, like some bases, you just smash with Pekkas. It's absolutely crazy. And other bases just are really tough, so yeah, I think what I like here is that we got all these firecrackers all lined up together, so our baby dragons, even just 2 of them, should get a lot of value. And we need to get some value from the bomber, but the way these multi-cannons and lava launchers are split, it does not look to be a possibility. Let's see here. We got 2 cannons and what, 2 Teslas? So I mean, we'll bring the Pekkas, and we'll force a ground attack. So yeah, the firecrackers aren't going to do nothing. So let's try it. Let's try it, guys. Let's do. Okay, we find a Pekka right off the bat. That's actually pretty good. Oh, we find both. Sorry to say, Pekkas. We find both the Teslas right off the bat. Do use the bomber, open up the wall, and we get some nice damage. We'll use... Do we need the ability yet? I don't think we need the Pekka abilities yet. We'll see if number 6, our bomber, can survive a little bit longer. Let's use number 7. And we have to use number 8. And then we'll use the battle machine ability. And we're getting some really nice chains. And the bomber, look out! Oh! Turned into that little skeleton. And now he is going off to heaven. Poor little skeleton bomber. But we are actually clearing it through the base. You know, I just saw that there were those 3 solo target cannons. Saw we only had the 1 Tesla on the first stage, so there was 2 Teslas. But there's no really other threats for our Pekkas and battle machine. Most importantly, our battle machine. Like the Pekkas, they do alright, but it's really that battle machine. If you get that 3rd star ability, it just does so much damage. So hopefully you can use one or all of these strategies. Hopefully you can master them and become even better than myself. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch. And there's a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.